Okay, so I'm really sorry not to be with you in person. Of course, Omicron has prevented that, but I'm here to present Space Intelligence, which provides natural capital information globally, primarily using satellite data. So a little bit about myself. I'm an out-and-out tree hugger and environmentalist by background. This is a picture of myself with a Sumatran elephant. I'm the one on the left. I've had a haircut and a bit of a shave since then, but I've had the privilege of working around the world for the past 20 years, traveling and working primarily in tropical forests, undertaking biomass and biodiversity research. And it's taken me to some wonderful places, like some of the unexplored parts of Sumatra in Indonesia, and worked in Gabon. We've heard a lot about Gabon this morning. I spent 7 months measuring trees for Gabon's first biomass stock assessment back in 2009. We've heard a lot about biodiversity as well. I would say that some of it does try to eat you, like this 5-meter rock python, which had a go at me when I was walking down the road. But that focus on biodiversity and biomass is what led to the creation of Space Intelligence. My co-founder, Professor Ed Mitchard, and I, between us, have produced over 100 papers on satellite data analytics for forest and land cover mapping around the world. So integrating technologies from a range of different satellite sensors and linking that using machine learning and data analytics to create natural capital information which is consistent, appropriate, and scalable. Some of the key papers which Ed led in 2011 was proving the fundamental relationships between satellite data and estimates of biomass. And then I built on that for my own PhD work out in Sumatra, integrating satellite radar data, LiDAR and field plots in an AI environment to assess forest carbon in an area where there was a few remaining Sumatran tigers. So this is the sort of fundamental principle and basis for forming the company. We're now, Ed and myself run the company. Ed's a chief scientist. I'm the CEO. We're also now joined by Alan Watt as our corporate finance advisor, and Luca Taschini, expert advisor and economist with an interest in climate change and sustainable finance. So that's our team who are driving the show. And then in terms of our operational day-to-day work and product creation, we've got a fantastic team of geospatial analysts, remote sensing experts and developers who are helping us to create products. But that's all based on Ed and myself having over 30 years experience in this sector. But other people like Paula Nieto Quintana, she's been working out in Africa, creating field plots, and Alexis as well has got lots of experience analyzing Earth observation data. But what we produce are these 3 core products: Carbon Mapper, which estimates forest biomass at scale. Habitat Mapper provides baseline information for the development of nature-based solutions projects around the world, and MRV, so monitoring, reporting, and verification can also be undertaken using our habitat mapping technology. So all based on machine learning applied to huge amounts of satellite data. And increasingly, we are being approached by people in the ESG space looking for information to verify and assure the production of look at sustainable supply chains. So really, really exciting time expanding into that area. But the products in particular, Carbon Mapper, this has been the sort of major growth of the company. It's been driven by this in the past year or so. We produce these very accurate regional carbon stock estimates for projects. Precise and accurate information, which we deliver easily to our partners and clients. And I'm flagging up as well one of those partners, fantastic team, Mullion Group, who've developed the Flint Pro software, a team based out in Australia. These products slide exactly into their analytical framework, and just goes to show how through partnerships you can create really powerful solutions. Habitat Mapper for baseline, again, so this is land cover mapped over time. Up to the present day. Again, these outputs and the change detection integrates with the Flint Pro solution. And the benefits of this, well, we produce this really trusted information at scale with a capacity to map entire countries. For monitoring, reporting, and verification, change detection we can use over time, so forward-looking for performance assessment in development of new projects, assurance, combined with our carbon mapper product, we can estimate emissions as well. And finally, again, it integrates with Flint Pro. As an example, we produce now Scotland's official land cover data set, so commissioned by Scottish Government through Nature Scot. This is the first nationwide habitat map for the country, and produce change maps as well. So we did this at very high accuracy across this large area, 91% overall accuracy. And this is distributed via a web platform, which is open. So you can all go and have a look for free at spaceintelligence.com/Scotland land cover. It's an interactive platform which shows those land cover maps as well as the changes in that 1 year. And this is something which was really, really exciting for us. Recently, we had an event called Data Fest. Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister, stood up and said it's fantastic output and great to work with space intelligence. We also had this Finance Minister, Kate Forbes, came to visit us in the office. And we also got a shout out in the UK Houses of Parliament for that. So that was really, really exciting. There's a lot of energy following the COP. But we've continued to innovate in this area. We won Shell's Game Changer competition for nature-based solutions last year, all based around the innovative use of social media data to create training inputs for our machine learning algorithms. And so as a result of that project, we mapped out 220 million hectares of Cerrado in Brazil. So we can produce these accurate maps now at very, very large scale. So that's really, really essential to the company. Always continue to innovate. We've got those core products, but we're developing more and more innovative products on top of those. Increasingly, people are asking us about optimization. So how do we optimize the landscape to maximize the benefits for carbon and biodiversity? We're looking now at things like woodland connectivity here in UK and around the world, estimating the difficulty to move through a landscape and developing that as a product, and then developing opportunity mapping technologies that help people to understand where they can develop projects to maximize the benefits, both with respect to biodiversity and to carbon. And one of the more recent things which we put out was during the COP, it was Global Overview of Delivery of Carbon in Operational Projects, Good COP, a highly caffeinated acronym which I came up with for that. Essentially, it's an atlas of forest carbon conservation projects around the world under the Verus standard. We've got Plan Vivo projects on there as well, and the UK's Woodland Carbon Code. This is one of my first calls to action, is that if you would like your project to be listed on this atlas, then please do get in touch. Drop us an email at inquiries@spaceintelligence.com, and we can chat about getting your project up there. So really what we're trying to do is increase transparency about where projects are taking place, and there's links back to all the original project documentation. So my second ask is really to join the mission. We're looking for great partners to deliver impact. Don't want to see a world which is continuing along the same trajectory as we're on at the moment. Want to conserve and restore forests. Why to work with us? We've got these trusted products backed by science, this heritage of innovation with experience and expertise in delivery. So we have these fantastic network of partners and clients now. We would love to have more people coming and joining to work with us. We've got some exciting stuff coming up with Plan Vivo, developing a similar platform for their projects. As I mentioned, a lot going on with the Mullion Group, the Flint Pro team, but we would love to have more people collaborating with us. So I think, according to my timer, that's my 10 minutes up. I'm very, very happy to hear from anybody following the event. I'm sorry not to join you in person. Would have loved to trip over to Switzerland, but yeah, wishing you all the best and hope to see you soon.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Mark.